Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 20 of Europa Universalis IV as England. We have managed to take Lothian and Aberdeen from Scotland away in a very quick, simple and easy war, which means we will be able to form Great Britain. We've just got to wait until we're at peace and we've got both of these provinces cored and we have an admin tech of 10. These cores will be done very, very quickly. That should make some of these Scottish separatists go away. Still 8 years before they pop, so that should be fine. I do still want to attack Brittany. Can't really do that at the moment because we do have a royal marriage. Obviously, we can break the alliance, but we can't break the royal marriage. So there we go. They've actually both been cored now. So these will probably go away. It'll still take a little bit of time. There was something that I was going to check. I did want to have a quick look at the religion. So, 78.9% Reform Desire. I very much doubt we have any Centres of Reformation yet. No, we don't, which is fine. Let's just go and move that back out there. So, what we need is either our ruler to die or Brittany's ruler to die to break the royal marriage. Our ruler is 35, so probably isn't going to die anytime soon. Their ruler is 30, so we're probably going to be around for quite a while. I mean, obviously things could happen, but you never know. We can lose 5 prestige. Prestige actually isn't bad at the moment. And we have a chance of gaining some power points, or we can lose a treasurer. Let's just lose the 5 prestige, and we gain some military points there, so that's not too bad. Really, really want to take out Brittany. Who do you have as allies? The Papal State and Brabant, which I'm not too bothered about. The Papal State are relatively big. They're bigger than they often are, but I think we can crush them without a problem. Portugal, in your little war here, which you are winning, kudos for that. You are the aggressor, aren't you? Yes, it's the Portuguese reconquest of Madeira. So it is... where exactly are you trying to reconquer? I have no idea what you're doing. But yeah, you are winning. I don't know how you're winning. Not too sure where your troops are. What are you actually doing down here? There's a lot of area here that's involved in this. Potentially could go and help. I just don't think I want to. Portugal is somehow winning. I don't want to be in this war forever. So I'm hoping it will go away at some point. I guess that technically means that France is also in this as well. Yeah, Aragon, Castile, Portugal. Oh, yeah. This war is so one-sided. 93,000 infantry versus 24,000 infantry. 26,000 cavalry versus 16,000 cavalry. 21,000 artillery versus 1,000 artillery. And 51... oh, that's just transports. But basically... what have we got here? 130 ships versus like 15. So, yeah, I think 18. Yeah, I think we don't need to get involved with that. So that's fine. We'll just allow that to carry on. We've nearly got our relations with Tuscany up to 100. It was Tuscany, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. So that gives us our 5 prestige back and another 25 Diplo power, and we can pick another mission. We're not going to these missions are both terrible. We can't vassalize Scotland anyway, because we're just going to be taking them as the British. I mean, we could vassalize them and then hit that, but there's very little point in doing it, and we've got a truce, so we can't. Construct a Grand Fleet. I mean, I could, but again, it's pointless because I don't have enough naval force limit, which means even if I did go and build another 10 heavies, I'd probably have to wreck them anyway. And these missions, these new rewards for these missions are so stupid. You want me to create another 10 heavies, which would put me over my naval force limit, and yeah, morale of navies and yearly naval tradition, brilliant. But what's the point in giving me minus 10% ship cost after I've already built them all? There's so many missions now that give you, like, there'll be build an army, and then we'll give you a reduction to the amount it costs to recruit men. And you're like, brilliant. But what's the point? Because now my army is full. I don't need to recruit men. It's such a stupid thing. Alliance offer from Austria. Did we not already have one? Diplo relations. Austria, we have a royal marriage but no alliance. Oh, yes, I remember. There was a previous war and they had to annul their treaties with us. I remember that now. So I'm good we've got that back. That is good stuff. Make people a little bit less likely to attack us. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick that mission and then just instantly cancel it. Just because we can't do it. So there's, you know, we'll just wait a year and get a new mission. Burgundy, of course. We could do something against Burgundy, possibly. I'm sure that we probably still have some CBs against them. They have a CB on us. France must have a CB against Burgundy. Yeah, Conquest CB on Burgundy. And a Reconquest CB on us. But yeah, so France still have Conquest CBs against Burgundy. Burgundy, who do you have in terms of friends and allies? Milan, the Papal State, Lucia, and Utrecht. Which is not the end of the world. And they're not, remember, Burgundy aren't part of the HRE, so the HRE won't necessarily come into to their aid. I guess we don't need to suck up to Tuscany anymore, so we could go ahead and bring you back. Obviously, we don't want to get involved in too many wars at once. So, would you look at that? Call to arms from Austria. So, Austria are going to... the nation of Austria, your faithful allies, requesting that you come to their aid in the Austrian conquest of Ravensburg against Ravensburg. This is a war that they've started. Ravensburg is allied with Alsace and Bavaria. Well, yeah, we're going to accept it. There's no reason why not to. It is a silly little war with... like nobody involved that we care about, so that is fine. We probably could... oh, there's that rebellion that we've been waiting for. Let's go ahead and put our leader over here, actually. And plop. There we go. We won't get a crossing penalty. There's specifically the reason why I was standing in Calais, because there's no river crossing penalty between Calais and Artois. Not that it matters anyway, because we have our leader. We could come over here, possibly, and get to Alsace. Can we reach it? No. So we won't. We'll just stay here. So now we have a free diplomat. And of course we don't want to get involved in too many wars. But let's have a look. If we wanted to declare war here, Lucia wouldn't even come in. The Papal State, Milan and Utrecht would come in. We do have a truce at the moment. Well, France have... Is it our truce or is it the French truce? Where's the truce timers? Burgundy. 1512. So there's only 1 year left. So we can wait a little bit. That's fine. Look at that. If you break a truce, -5 stability. You do not want to do that. But also Castile, Austria and Brittany would come in if we declared war on Burgundy. So I think we know what we're going to be doing in a year's time. So we'll spend this time just building up our troops. We could bring the mercenaries back. But I don't think we need to. We're going to go ahead and build a few more troops. We're a little bit light on cavalry. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of cav and we'll add those to this group here. What's this army composition like, actually? This is 1725, which is not terribly bad. Maybe we could do with one more cannon. Yeah, it is a little bit infantry heavy. So let's consider doing that. Let's go and grab another cannon. And we'll grab a couple of infantry. And obviously we can whittle down our army that's over here. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about the rebellion here. In fact, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, 14.3 years. It's very, very unlikely that it's going to pop at any real time. We will recall our diplomat from there. Let's just have a look. Yeah, unrest is pretty low. You still have separatism, but it will burn away. So I don't think we need to worry about it too much. So you guys all go ahead and group up. We will take 2 of the infantry away, I think, from here. Actually, you don't have a lot of infantry. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have a lot of infantry. We'll go ahead and disband 2 more guys here. Group you all up. We are not over our limit. We are building some more units, but that's fine. Got some free merchants again. You are still sucking up to France, so you can continue to do that. I don't mind. Not a lot left of Savoy. I just feel like I don't really have an awful lot for my diplomats to do at the moment. There's not a lot worth bothering with. Let's actually suck up to Sweden. Sweden quite like us, and there are some instances where you can actually get into a personal union with Sweden as England. Just imagine England or Great Britain controlling France and Sweden. It's just insane. It just becomes immense. It probably won't happen because personal unions are a fickle thing. They're very, very random. I mean, obviously, well, they're not random. There is a set formula for them, but it does rely on a lot of different things happening for it to work. The one with France, of course, doesn't, because that's just it's a pre-scripted event for the English nation. So that one's generally easy to get. So that's put us over our force limit again. So let's go ahead and just select these guys and trash them. So the intent is to try and get rid of all of the mercenaries. We are still one over our force limit here. What do you have that we could get rid of? Let's get rid of one of your cavalry here then. So we'll select this unit and we will delete. Boom. There we go. Fantastic. Got another mission. Construct a grand fleet. Brilliant. And a mission that I cannot do. Unless I want to be, like, majorly over my naval force limit. What is my naval force limit now? Yeah, so I'd be over my naval force limit by 6. But it would give us reduced cost. Do you know what? I'm just going to go and do it. So we need to build 10 of these, and they'll take a long, long time. Did we actually pick the mission up? Probably need to do that. Construct a grand fleet. Okay. Navy. We can always disband some if it becomes too expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then stop bugging me about it. So you guys group up. Are Burgundy actually in a war? Yes, they're in a war with Genoa. When does that truce expire again? Burgundy. August. Not too far away. Inflation for admin power. Yes. Let's have a look at our advisors, actually, and our points distribution. Do we want to get any better advisors? Do we want to go, like, for a level 2 advisor? Stability cost, not bothered about. Yearly prestige could be good. They're both level 3. I think that's a bit rich for this early in the game. Fort defense, discipline would be good. I think we're going to be alright, though, to be honest. I think we're in a very, very good position to go to war against Burgundy. While I know we would be breaking. What CBs do we have? Take Begonia, which is here, which is their capital. Take Franche-Comté. So we could, like, grab a load of this and just give it all to France. And it'd be their overextension, not mine. Because they've got these conquest CBs on, like, 4 things. So we're just literally going to grab half of Burgundy and give it to France. Do you know what? I'm perfectly fine with doing that. But we do need to wait for that truce to go away. Typical, I've just checked advisors and now one's died. So we want... Do we want to go for the discipline? It's very expensive. We'll just stick with this one for now. How much money are we making? And this is at full maintenance. 20 ducats. Got a bit of inflation. We could reduce it with admin power. I think we're going to save it. We are going to want to try and get... Oh, Austria's piecing people out. We are going to want to save it because we are going to want to try and get our admin tech as soon as possible. We are still a fair few years ahead of time. We're probably going to hit our cap, actually. So it may be worth... boosting the admin somewhere. Get some more base tax in London, I suppose. Essex, we can get some more base tax there. So another thing that they've done in this patch, and I know I did speak about it in a previous video, but let's see if I can actually find one where I could possibly demonstrate it. I bet I haven't got a province that'll let me do it now. Most of these provinces are probably fine. But basically, the change they've made now is you can't just take a single province and bump it up in one category only, because you can only have one thing. It can't be any higher than the other two added together. So if my production and manpower were 5 and 4, for example, which it'd be 9, then I couldn't put my admin above 9. because it can't go higher than the other two added together. So that's one of the changes they've made, but all of the provinces seem to be well within that, so it is okay. So we're still building those ships. We didn't actually... yeah, we spent some points. We don't want to spend loads. We do want to save it. We can also go ahead and grab another merchant. And I think we might just go ahead and do it. Austria's peaced out. They're going to peace out again in a moment because we're at 100%. We're now only one more idea away from getting +1 diplomatic relations. That'll be quite useful for us. It would have been useful for us probably a couple of years ago. Yeah, so that's not too bad. We'll keep that going. Still sucking up to France is going to reduce their liberty desire. There we go. Peaced out with Ravensburg. Truce has expired with Burgundy and a load of other people. Fantastical. Let's just drop the speed down here slightly. We are at full everything. Right, we are going to go in and we are going to declare war. Milan wouldn't come in this time around either. We'd still have the Papal State to deal with. And Utrecht, but I think that's fine. Portugal won't come in. Castile, Austria, Brittany will. We want to take... it doesn't matter which one we take, I don't think. Because we're going to probably try and take loads of them. So let us declare war. I think I'm going to unmothball the heavies, just in case we need them. And let's go in and start... Do they have any forts up here? I don't actually think they do. So let's just start walking through their land and just blanket sieging. France did have, at one point, France had some men. Yep, there they are. And we have just actually taken out a little navy there, so that's a good start. So what we're going to do here, detach, move out. And with no forts, they're going to find this very difficult. Oh, no, stay there, detach, move out. So who's actually involved in Burgundy's side? The Papal State and Utrecht, that is it. They've got nothing else. If we actually look here... oh, the Papal State's actually got some stuff down there. That's interesting. I think we'll be okay, though. We're just going to concentrate on Burgundy. See what we can get. Not too sure where Burgundy's army are. I'm not too sure where France are going either. But let us go ahead and siege out as much... yeah, oh, maybe... Why go to Paris? That seemed like a really weird maneuver. Again... Select, detach a siege, move into here. Looks like Burgundy have only got one fort. That's amazing. And I'm going to detach a siege. What I might do is I might grab Cambrai for myself. Just so we have to give slightly less... I mean, it doesn't matter giving stuff to France. Of course it doesn't. But obviously France are going to have a lot of stuff to core. So what I might do is... grab Cambrai or Hainaut for myself and then just turn anything that France doesn't have a claim on. What do we want to get here? Missionary strength, papal influence, or we'll take the prestige. It's always good to have the prestige, I think. Yeah, we're going to win all these sieges really, really quickly, of course. So let's just move everybody up and in. Don't know where the Burgundian army has gone. But with so many allies around, this is just going to make this so easy. You guys go down there. You guys group up and get yourself down there somewhere. So there's only one fort. Luxembourg is ours. Fantastic. Now, Austria haven't flipped that over, which is a little bit annoying. But obviously, Austria aren't going to get that in the war. If Brittany actually left there, that would flip back over. Recall our diplomat from France. Yeah, we're going to have 100% occupation on Burgundy in like no time at all. We'll just stand here and siege. We're not taking attrition. And obviously Aragon are down there battling the Papal State. Oh, there's the Burgundian army. And they're getting absolutely steamrolled by France, Austria, Castile. Yeah. See you, Burgundy. It is about to be all over for you. I guess what we could do is go down here and just help with this siege. Because it's the only province left to grab. You guys move up here. So what we need to do is have a look and see what France have a claim on. We want to have a look at the province view. Well, we can do that anyway, just here. Well, it's just conquest, isn't it? France have a claim on Charlenay. So we definitely want to flip this over to France. Why didn't that do what I wanted it to do? Occupied by you. So, France, you want control of that. France have a claim anywhere else. Province, bar. France have a claim on Rethel. So, let's go and flip that over to France. Cambrai, no. Luxembourg, no. Barat, no. Hainaut, no. Bourgogne they do. French Comté they do, which is a bit of a pain because Austria are sitting on it. So France won't get it this time around, unfortunately for them. See, we could actually flip this back if we lost this siege or moved away from it. It's a real shame that Austria grabbed that. Obviously, I'm not going to give it to Austria. I can't give it to France, but I don't have to give it to Austria. That's the point there. That's been flipped over to me. Any claims here, France? Probably not, but we'll see what we can do. We're already at, well, we're only at 8% war score. It's not huge, is it? We can grab a new idea, which would be a military idea. Reduced land maintenance modifier. We're still 5 years ahead of time, so, yep, sure, let's go ahead and grab it. And that, of course, gives us another diplomatic relation. So we're no longer over our diplomatic relations because that gave us our national idea, our English idea. Our next one is going to be an extra 10% trade efficiency. Very, very nice. You guys are working on a fort. Yep, I don't think there's an awful lot to worry about in this war. So we've got at least two provinces that we're flipping over to France. This province should be able to be flipped to France as well. And I'll probably grab Cambrai or Hainaut, something like that. Do I want to give anything here from the Papal State over to France? I mean, I might do. France doesn't have a claim on any of this stuff, though. So maybe we'll have to do that in another war. No reason why not. We don't have to win all the wars at once. And obviously things are going to be much more interesting against the Papal State. There's, oh, Naples are involved in this as well. Who brought Naples into this? Naples isn't my ally, are they? How are Naples in this fight? Oh, they're not. Naples are in the other fight. No. Naples are allied with... Attacker in the Papal State and the... Oh, right, it's a completely separate war. Okay, so the Papal States are actually in two wars. So that's good for us. I don't mind that too much. We're just literally waiting for the... Can we tell you guys to go and... No, because we're not leading the siege. I can't tell you to attack. That's a shame. We could do here. We've got breached walls, but at 35%, I'm not going to go and take a massive amount of attrition. We can go up to speed 3. I thought I already had done, actually. I wasn't keeping my eye on that. So let's go up to speed 3 and hope we win this this siege here. Really annoyed that Austria grabbed that first, but oh well, we did manage to grab most of the stuff. 49% didn't get it, which was a shame. We are still doing a little bit of looting. It's fine. It's all good. Aragon are at 7% chance to grab Avignon down there. Looks like we've just won another random naval battle. We've actually gained a transport there as well. Let's just go ahead and break that transport off. Would it not let me break the transport off? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Transport can stay attached and we'll deal with it later. We do have some units moving in around the top here. Hopefully France will just deal with those guys. Or are they just going to run into my army? Because if they want to do that, or if they want to unsiege Franche Comté, I'm happy for them to do so. I'll go and unsiege that. You know you want to. Yeah, Castile going to go and rip you a new one. Yeah, France have a claim here, so let's go and flip that over to France. I think I'll take a piece of this action as well. I don't know why Castile went the long way round, but... Actually, why should I even take the attrition? Oh, no. Did we get there? Yes, we did get there. I thought we'd just missed it. Obviously, there was a downside of playing on speed 3. I was going to say I'm not even going to bother going in. Morocco's pieced out, so there's another war over. So, we pretty much have everything we need now. We're only at 45%. Let's start having a look at what we would need to enact this peace deal. Burgundy's already at low. So, you want to go to France. You want to go to France. You want to go to France. 62%, that would be. Are you a rival? We can't humiliate. No. So we need to get up to 62% war score at least. And that's before I try to take anything. You can just stay there and loot, I suppose. There we go. Parliament thing's gone through, so that now gives us an extra 2 mercantilism. What does that put us up to in terms of our income? Still almost 20 while at war. Obviously, getting all these heavies is going to cause a little bit of a problem. We're almost at full manpower as well. A lot of Papal State units around here. I think I might sit up here in the hills, actually. What is the weight limit here? 22. We're going to be slightly over. Do I want to try and sit up there in the mountains? I guess we could. We will get some attrition, but looks like Burgundy are coming in. Actually, we don't want to meet, but where are you guys heading to? You are moving to Burgogne. So let us go and move in and meet you on the field of battle. Are you just going to sit there and... Yep, you're going to try and unsiege. Now, we do get a penalty there because they have more maneuver on their general. We only have 1 maneuver. They have 3. So we did get the river crossing penalty. We've got slightly higher base morale. We've got the same tactics. We've got the same discipline. So we should win this battle. Indeed we did. Let's just group those guys back up. Where are you actually going? Are you heading south, are you? Yeah, you're heading all the way out there. Not really sure that I can chase them down. Well, I mean, I can chase them down. Not sure where they're going. France is doing a great job of sieging out on the Papal States there, so... Yeah, you are literally going all the way down there where we're not going to be able to chase because there's just loads of forts everywhere. We've constructed the Grand Fleet, that's fine. I'm going to bring my guys back to friendly territory just so we're not taking massive attrition. And we still have that stupid Vassalised Scotland mission again, which we're just going to pick up and then cancel because we can't actually do it. How far away are we from getting our next tech level? We're still 3-4 years ahead of time? Yep, still 4 years ahead of time. We definitely really want to get our Diplo tech as soon as we possibly can now. But you guys, you just carry on doing that. Let's just have a look at some force limits here. Yeah, so we're considerably over our heavies force limit, and that is probably costing us... Oh, brilliant. So everything we have here... It's an omen. The end is nigh. The economy falls. I wish I lived in a more enlightened time. Sacrifice a human heart to appease the comet. If only we had some comet sense. Oh, every time they bring out a new expansion, they add one thing to the list, and it always just is a random stability drop. Yeah, so what I want you to do is just have a look at what my naval maintenance was now. It's pretty high. It's a lot of heavies, but we are England, so let's just go ahead and just put all of these heavies... Actually, I don't want to grab the light fleet there. So you... Now that's our trade fleet. What we'd like to do is break off that cog, and we will disband the cog. Don't need the extra transport there, and we're already over our naval force limit. So we'll just try and get all these heavies in here. They should all sort of make their way in. Then we should have a stack of 20, and we do. We'll deselect the 10. Are they already mothballed? Apparently not, so go ahead and mothball the whole lot of them. Don't think we really need them. We are taking some attrition there. Let's just split that army up and put half of you up there. Just so you can react a little bit more. I mean, France, Castile and Aragon have all got their armies over here, so they are completely dealing with the Papal State issue. We don't need to worry about that at all. We're only at 54% war score, though. I'll keep my eye on the peace deal, because we might be able to grab it sooner rather than later. Actually, they would accept. They would already accept flipping all 3 of those provinces over to France. Now, could I grab something like Cambrai? Yeah, it'd be too expensive to grab any of these. How come you're now actually saying no? A moment ago, you were fine with this peace deal, and now it says you're not. That's weird. -7. The game was paused. I don't know why it suddenly changed. Also, a thing you'll find now, this is another thing that was added in the 1.13 patch, is you'll see some of these places are greyed out. And the reason they're greyed out is because you can no longer take a province in a peace deal. You can no longer take a province if you can't actually core it. But the problem is, it's a little bit stupid, because sometimes, if you've got a port being blockaded, and that port would mean that you're close enough to core something. If that port's being blockaded at the time of the peace deal, it will say that you can't core it, because it doesn't count the blockaded port. It's so weird, and it's so annoying. They would actually accept this now, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and, there's peace offer from Utrecht. War reparations. Yep, so let's take some war reps from Utrecht. They're out. Now we're up to 61%. So let's go in and have a look at this again. Would you be willing to give up something like Cambrai? No, -33. Well, we can always go for them again later on. I think that is good enough. We would like war reparations if we can get them. We need 72 for that. Only on -3. Now, this is a bit of a long video, but it is the last one of the week, so I don't suppose it matters if it goes a little bit over. We'll just try and finish this war. All we'll do is we'll just let it tick on long enough to try and get the war reparations from them. And they'll probably be willing to do it very soon. Currently at -1, so next month they'll probably accept that. And then France will have 3 new provinces to try and core. And then, of course, when we eventually integrate France, all this territory will be ours. So there's another month done. We actually have a higher war score now as well. So they would be willing to accept that. Just one final check. Yeah, we won't be able to grab any of this stuff. So that's fine. So we'll just check what's going to happen here. England will get some aggressive expansion, mainly with Burgundy and the HRE, so I don't really care about any of that. We'll get 15 prestige. We won't get any overextension because we're not taking anything for ourselves. Burgundy will cede Rethel, Bourgogne, Chalonnais to France. Burgundy will be forced to pay England 10% of their income each month as war reparations for 10 years. And that's pretty much it. Aggressive expansion. Austria will gain power projection. 0 Diplo cost. Can we get some money as well? Take all your money. Send demands. Unpause. Fantastic, there we go. Now Nevers is stuck here. This is Burgundy's capital. It is now completely surrounded by France. So that's quite a fun one. But, you know, Burgundy's really, really weakened now. We shouldn't have any problem with grabbing the rest of their stuff from them later on. That was a really, really good war. I think that went very well. Papal State is no longer a valid rival for us. Well, as we're not at war, we might as well pick another one. So, what are our options? We currently just have... Our only enemy is Morocco. And we can pick the Ottomans and Castile. I don't want to go to war with Castile yet, so we'll just pick the Ottomans just because we can. Obviously, we weren't embargoing the Papal State. I think I declined from doing that last time because I decided that we didn't have any trade power down there anyway, so it was a little bit pointless doing it. But yeah, there we go. We've now even just took another big bite out of Burgundy. You can come back from Sweden. Let's just have a quick look and see how Sweden like us now. You're still only neutral towards us. We were at war recently, I suppose, and we do have a little bit of aggressive expansion. You would accept an alliance. What are we like on our number of relations? We're still at 5 of 5. We could go and get that alliance, but it might just end up with us getting pulled into a few wars that we don't really want to be. But there again, I don't mind being over. We are making a fair amount of Diplo power, even though we are... No, we're actually quite behind on our Diplo tech, and we do have a Diplo idea group. It may be something that we do later on, but I think for now we'll just try and stick to our max number of relations. So I'm going to pause the game there, and we can see that the Papal State is still getting their stuff sieged out. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis IV as England, soon to be Great Britain, and I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.